Welcome back to All by Wally Design, where I show you to redesign and alter dresses, also upcycle. So this dress, as you see, is long, so we need to shorten it. So let me show you the process. For example, I did measure how much I have to shorten it from the line that I folded. Also, I measure from this line how much we have to remove the ruffle and sew it up. Next, what I'm gonna do is work with the lining. On the lining, I measure from the edge to the line that I marked. We have to shorten, so it's 6 inches. I will use the removable pen, as you see, and I will measure on all the skirt 6 inches all around. After I measure it, as you see, I have the marks here, and the easiest way is to pinch both sides where I marked, and I will press it, and that's gonna be my line of hemming. So that way, when I'm gonna sew roll hem on the dress, it's gonna be much easier and faster for me to alter. So this is what I'm gonna do with the lining part. Next, let's say I finished hemming the lining. Now, this is our waistline on a dress. I have to pin it all the way through with the back side. Why? Because I need to see the right line of hemming. Because if we don't pin, then our back side can be lower on a hanger, or it can be different length from front side and back side. So after pinning all together the skirt part, now we are ready to take the hook loops and hook them on a hanger. So as you see, I hook them, and now I am able to measure easier and to see exactly how much. Let's say in my case, I think it was 7 inches. So I'm gonna measure 7 inches from the ruffle line up, how far I have to shorten it. You also can measure from the waist down. So whatever works for you and it's easier, this is how you should do it. Next, we will remove the ruffle, but make sure before you remove it to measure first the line. So in this case, I am measuring with a tape measurement, but for example, if the customer have more time, you also can take a tall ruler and measure with the customer. If you want to spend less time on fitting, then I will measure, for example, front, side, and back, and that will make me easier to understand how much to shorten it. Next, I will take my scissor, cut the fabric, and now we're ready to remove the ruffle so we can sew it up. For removing ruffle, I will use the razor blade. If you don't have experience, use seam ripper. Okay, so as you see, our ruffle already have the stitch, but in case if it doesn't have it, then make sure you do the stitch first of the ruffles and then remove the ruffle from the fabric, because sometimes it happens when you're removing all ruffle, it's just undone everything. So you have to spend more time to create a ruffle again, to measure it again, and to sew it back. Sometimes you also can cut ½ inch from the ruffle. If, let's say, the fabric you can't see it, then you can sew it just like this. So next, what we're gonna do is to take the ruffle, find the sides line and pin it on the side line. This is very important. So that way, when you sewing the ruffle back, you don't want to have the seam in the front. So I will pin half front and then the back side. You can find the middle and then you can kind of like pin it in the middle, wherever works for you, and it's easier to pin together. From the fabric left, I created a hair clip to match her dress, and this is our final result. I hope this tip will help you. Subscribe for more.